In the previous episode, we discussed up to the 4th avarana of Sri Chakra. In this episode, we shall discuss about the remaining enclosures. The 5th enclosure in Sri Chakra is called Sarvartha Sadhaka Chakra. There are 10 triangles in this enclosure. There is a 10-angled lotus known as Bahirdasara in this enclosure. When a seeker practices within this realm, all his desires are fulfilled. This includes achieving his life goals, attaining self-realization, and reaching liberation while still alive, that is Jivan Mukti. Additionally, worshipping this realm deepens the bond between the Guru and the disciple. There are 10 Shakti Devis in this enclosure. They are Sarva Siddhiprada, Sarva Sampatprada, Sarva Priyankari, Sarva Mangalakarini, Sarva Kamaprada, Sarva Dukkha Vimochani, Sarva Mrityu Prasamani, Sarva Vigna Nivarini, Sarvanga Sudari, Sarva Saubhagya Dayini. These Shakti Devis represent the main Pancha Prana Vayus and the 5 Upavayus within the body of the seeker. Additionally, these Vayus also represent the 10 avatars of God Vishnu. Let us now look into the details of the main Pancha Prana Vayus and the sub-Vayus. Prana Vayu. This vital air resides in the human chest and is responsible for moving the breath downwards. It also helps in transporting food from the food pipe to the stomach. Pranavayu is the key life force within us. This energy regulates our thoughts, breath patterns, and the functioning of the heart. Apanavayu. This vital air is located near the navel and flows downwards. It supports the processes of reproduction and elimination. If there is an imbalance in this vital air, it can cause issues in the menstrual cycle for women. Vyanavayu. Vyanavayu is the vital air that permeates the entire human body. It is crucial for blood circulation. An imbalance in this vital air is believed to lead to various illnesses. Udanavayu. This vital air is located near the throat and moves upwards. It aids in speech and enhances creativity. Samanavayu. This vital air ignites the digestive fire, Jataragni, and supports the process of digestion. The Shakti Devis of this avarana also denote the 5 sub-Vayus. They are Naga. This vital air remains dormant during proper digestion. It is involved in processes like vomiting, burping, and hiccups. Kurma. This vital air is responsible for opening and closing of the eyelids. Krukara. This vital air assists in processes like thirst, hunger, and yawning. Devadatta. This vital air is activated during processes like sneezing and reacting to strong odors. Dhananjaya. This vital air is present throughout the body and becomes active during the sense of touch. Even after death, this vital air remains in the body until the final liberation, Kapala Moksha, happens. The presiding deity of this enclosure is Tripura Sri and the Yogini deity is Kulottirna Yogini. The seeker receives Sivajnana starting from this enclosure. It is noteworthy to mention that Shri Lalita Sahasranamam praises Shri Lalitambika as Shivajnana Pradayini. The sixth enclosure of Sri Chakra is known as Sarvarakshakara Chakra. There is a 10-angled lotus, the Antardasara, residing in this avarana. The 10-angled lotus represents the fire aspect. Now, let us know the names of the 10 Shakti deities residing in the 10 angles of the lotus. Sarvajna, Sarvasiddhi, Sarvaisvarya Pradayini, Sarvajnanamayi, Sarvavyadhi Vidasini, Sarvadhara Swarupa, Sarva Papahara, Sarvanandamayi, Sarva Raksha Swarupidi, Sarvepsita Phalaprada. These 10 powers symbolize the qualities of the 10 vital airs. Rechaka, that is exhalation. Puraka, inhalation. Soshaka, absorption. Dahaka, digestive. And Plavaka, circulatory. Additionally, these divine powers represent the digestive energies that process various substances. We will explore these substances here. Bhakshya, the foods that are eaten by biting, like vada. Bhojya, rice items. For example, the rice items mentioned in Shri Lalita Sahasranamam like Haridranna, Dadyanna and Gudanna. Lehya, honey and jaggery syrup, where the tongue is primarily used for eating. Choshya, items like payasana, etc. mentioned in Shri Lalita Sahasranamam, where the process of sucking is involved while eating. Peya, these are drinkable foods like milk. These divine powers also purify the seeker's mind, making it focused on spiritual practice. This is what is meant by Sarva Rakshakara, or the ultimate protector. The residing deity of this avarana is Tripura Malini and the Yogini deity is Nigarbha Yogini. The seventh avarana, known as Sarva Rogahara Chakra, contains Ashtadana Padma. The creators of Shri Lalita Sahasranama, the Vasinyadhi Vakdevathas, reside here. It is said that the Ashtavasus reside in this enclosure in the form of Vasinyadhi Vakdevathas. These 8 Vasus represent the qualities of cold, heat, pleasure, pain, desire, the sattvic quality, purity, the rajasic quality, that is activity, and the tamasic quality, that is inertia, in the seeker's body. The presiding deity of this enclosure is Tripura Siddhamba, and the Yogini Devi is Rahasya Yogini. We discussed in detail about this enclosure in our earlier episode. If you want to check out that video, I shall provide the link in the description and the I-bar as well. There is a Trikona in Astamavarana. This enclosure is known as Sarva Siddhiprada Chakra. In this realm, the 3 Nitya deities, Kameswari, Vajreswari and Bhagamalini, reside with their corresponding weapon seed mantras. Before worshipping the deities of this avarana, the 4 weapons of goddess Lalitambika are worshipped. The presiding deity of this avarana is Tripuramba and the Yogini Devi is Atirahasya Yogini. This enclosure grants all the attainments to the seeker and transcends him to the highest level of consciousness. In this avarana reside the following Trimurtis, Trisaktis, Srushti, Sthiti, Laya, Vama, Jeshta, Raudri, Icha, Jnana, Kriya Shaktis, Jnata, Jnana, Jneya. Letters from A to Sa. The Tidinitya deities also reside in this enclosure. The 9th enclosure is called Sarvanandamaya Chakra. This enclosure is in the form of a bindu, a dot. The presiding deity of this enclosure is Mahatripura Sundari and the Yogini deity is Parapara Rahasya Yogini. Goddess Kameswari and God Kameswara reside in this avarana. The 5 actions of creation, namely Srushti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana and Anugraha, start at the bindu and reach the 8th enclosure. If the sadhaka's Atma is Kameswari, then the sadhaka's intellect is Kameswara. The union of this soul and intellect grants Jivanamukti to the seeker. Our body represents the Sri Chakra. Our feet represent Bhupura and the Brahmarandra in the head represent the Bindu. If the seeker can invoke the dormant Kundalini Shakti in the Mooladhara and transport it to the Sahasrara Chakra located in the Brahmarandra, then he attains Jivan Mukti. Sri Devi Khadgamala mentions all the deities of the Sri Chakra's 9 enclosures. Thus, conclude the details of the Sri Chakra. In the next episode, we shall delve into the descriptions of the Geya Chakra Ratha and the Kiri Chakra Ratha.
Thus, we reach the end of this video. Please leave your opinion in the comment section below. If you had a good time watching this, please drop a like and share this video with your friends. Until I meet you in another exciting video, this is your host Manasa signing off.